Kieran, thank you for talking to us. A great win at the weekend for the lads, and did they come to it physically unscathed?
Yeah, no issues to report, which is pleasing given our little run we've been on in that respect. So, no, a fit squad and a happy squad after Saturday, but very much now it's about refocusing and getting ready for the next game, and thankfully physically we're in a good spot, so it's about mentally being ready now.
That said, with it being a quick turnaround, does that factor into potential team selection, the Saturday, Tuesday?
Yeah, it does a little bit. We're at the stage of the season where we haven't had too many players who've gone Saturday, Tuesday, and certainly not for 90 minutes yet. So we're going to have to balance it out across Tuesday and across next Saturday as well. But that's what we have a squad for. Everyone's contributing at the moment when they come off the bench in a positive way.
Yeah.
And we'll pick a team that we think is right for this game, and make sure that we give ourselves a good chance to get a performance first of all, because that's where the result comes from, and if we do that we get a better chance of getting the result.
And can that give an individual player a bit of momentum? They might not start on Saturday, but they perhaps come on and make an impact and then feel really up for it on the Tuesday or the next weekend, say?
Yeah, it's about the whole squad being ready every 3-4 days now. We've got a busy month in October. November's a little bit quieter, but October's a busy month, so it's a nice way to have it. Again, we didn't have the international break. We're one of the teams that went straight through. We've played our EFL game, we've played our league games, we've got another one now.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be busy. We're fit. We've done a hard pre-season. We're whatever amount of league games it is in now, that we're in a good position physically, so we want the games to keep coming at this stage. So it's nice to be busy. Everyone knows that they've got an important role to play. The size of the squad at the moment isn't so big, so everyone who's training with us generally feel like they're in and around the squad and are very, very close to getting match minutes, and that's a nice way to have it in some respects, because it is really clear incentive for everybody there to train well and to do well when they get on the pitch. So no, we're in a good place and we're looking forward to the game.
You've said before, and you've highlighted, that Cambridge were the last team to beat us at Portman Road in the league. Do you use that as fuel, or do you prefer to just address it, it's any team could be coming to Portman Road, it's the task at hand?
A little bit of both, not in a revenge way or anything like that, more just in a way that we know that they're a good team and a difficult opponent, so we shouldn't need to remind the players too much of their strengths or their dangers or the threat if we try and come off our focus or mentality from what it was on Saturday, because it's a team who've beat us in the not so distant past. So you would like to think that it takes care of the concentration element of the game, and the motivation is really high for every game at the moment, so I don't think that changes. But I think it's a nice recent reminder that it's a difficult league. Teams coming to Portman Road are going to come full of motivation, come with a game plan, and also they have good players who can hurt you if we don't do our job. So hopefully there's no threat of any complacency, and we know that we're in for a tough night, and the supporters know that also. We have to really be there together as a team and a club, as we were on Saturday, and make sure that we all push for that result. You
just touched on it briefly there about Cambridge. What have you made of their start to the season, and what do you expect from them tomorrow evening?
Yeah, they've had a good start. I'm sure they'll be pretty pleased with where they're at. Obviously they've lost a couple recently, but no shame in losing to a Derby team, of course, on Saturday, and they've in general carried on the good work from last year. As I've said, they're a well coached team, well organised, consistent in what they do, good principles on and off the ball, and good players, a lot of whom they've recruited when they're in League Two and who've climbed up with them. And they're a difficult opponent for any team, and we know that we're certainly faced with a difficult game ahead of us.
Finally, at this time of the interview, it's almost 26,000, but hopefully into the 27,000 potentially. It's not one of the pack-up PR games, but we saw on Saturday what an atmosphere can do, can't it?
Yeah, that's fantastic. For a Tuesday night, I didn't know it was going to be as many as that, so that's great to hear. That'll give us a big boost. It's at the moment when we play well at home and the supporters are right behind us, it's a difficult place for an opposing team to come, and that's how we want it to be. It's our players can't wait to get out on the pitch. They can't wait to get to Portman Road. They know the levels of performance that we're setting ourselves and the way the crowd are getting behind that, and they want to feel that feeling, and we want to keep making it a very difficult place for teams to come. So it's great to have that support, and we've got to use that to the best of our ability on Tuesday.